Welcome back to Fourth and Forever. I'm your host, Mark Sanchez. We're going to have Josh Allen up here pretty soon. I think he's going to have some great stories about some of these young guys that he works out with, young stud QBs in the NFL, the Sam Darnolds of the world, the Kyle Allens of the world, and they all work out. They all live in Orange County right by me. So I get a chance to spend time with these guys. And Josh actually had a housewarming party, kid from a tiny little town outside of Fresno, California. And now he's buying a big, beautiful property there in Orange County. It was nice enough to invite me to his housewarming party. It was awesome. His backup quarterback, Matt Barkley, was there. Guys and their girlfriends, their wives show up. The Sam Darnolds, the Kyle Allens, like I said, their former high school teammates, college teammates, and friends. He's just a down-to-earth kid, so I'm excited to interview him. As far as me, it's really been hanging with my little man. He just learned how to swim. So all he wants to do is go in the pool. And he's really into the Incredible Hulk as of now. So it's Hulk smash every morning at about 5:30 a.m. on my bed with these giant Hulk hands. And that's the alarm clock these days. But we'll get into this interview. I think you guys will enjoy it. Welcome to the Fourth and Forever studio. It feels good to see humans again. Thank you, Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, joining us today. Let's see. Last time we saw each other, we were working out with Jordan at the quarterback summit. You threw a ball that has kept Adam Ray on IR for a while now. You almost killed him.
Almost killed him.
Yeah.
Bruised his sternum or something.
And then off air, right before we
bleeding.
started, you said he shouldn't have been standing there. Is that correct?
It's the Happy Gilmore effect. It's his fault for being there.
Yeah, you're right. It's your fault for having a cannon
in front of a train. You can't be mad when it hits you,
Well said. He's a practical guy. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, Adam.
We're talking all things Josh Allen today and not just Buffalo. I want to start way back. I want to start in your hometown, not Fresno, but outside of Fresno. 30 minutes from Fresno?
Yep, just about 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's Firebaugh, often confused with
A-U-G-H.
A-U-G-H, often confused with
whiskey.
Fireball. Okay.
Which is great
We can edit that out.
in moderation.
Well said. Well said.
Stay safe.
Give me one of your favorite Firebaugh stories. And population of, you said less than 10,000? What?
Right around 6,000.
Holy
2
cow.
stoplights.
There you go.
So we just got a Burger King. Drive-through only. So we're moving up in the world. I'm being serious.
I like it.
Stop laughing,
Okay, sorry.
please.
Yep.
It's my hometown, Don't
I
make
know.
fun of it,
I love it. That's awesome.
No, I grew up and it's very cool the way our city is kind of structured, and like you just grow up with the same guys and you continue to progress throughout the years with each other, and you just know each other extremely well. By the time you get to a senior, it's the same guys that you've been playing t-ball with.
That's cool.
So I got a lot of near and dear friends growing up from there and still keep in contact with. So it's a very small town community. Everybody knows each other. I can't really pinpoint it down to one story.
Well, tell me something about this pistachio farm.
Okay.
Talk about your dad, because you guys have a huge plot of land.
Yeah.
You farmed that land.
Yeah, he's been farming. He took over. His parents got in a pretty bad car accident, so when he was about 24, 25, he took over. And,
wow.
Kind of thrown onto him. So he stepped up to the plate, and my dad's like my idol. He's my biggest role model.
That's awesome.
And for him to kind of do that, and how selfless of a man he is, and what my parents were able to do, and my mom's awesome too. Like she was the one that like kept us engaged, and we were playing sports 24/7. We did football, baseball, basketball, swimming. We did gymnastics at one point, which I'll admit, is me and my brother, we were maniacs when we were little.
Can you still do a round off?
I can do a backflip.
Whoa.
At 240.
We're going to need to film this.
It's all right. We don't want any video evidence.
Not in here, yeah.
So
okay.
you just have to trust me.
I'll take your word for it.
I can do a double backflip too. I'll show you that one later.
Oh my gosh.
Just turn around and flip you off,
Okay.
It's a good one.
Cute.
No, but we stayed engaged as much as we could, and that was all because my parents were willing to do whatever was necessary to keep us engaged. Because again, there wasn't a whole lot to do in Fireball. But going back to the farm, yeah. So I grew up on a ranch, basically in the middle of nowhere. My dad does cantaloupe, cotton, wheat. So now I'm going into pistachios with him. So we're buying the tree. We just bought the trees. We're going to plant in probably March or April.
And so you have these other fields now. Explain
Correct.
what you said to me. Like you can't just go, okay, scrap everything. We're going all in on pistachio. How does it work? It's a phase
so you
thing.
can't just so we're eventually going to have 1,000 acres of pistachios, and it's kind of the tentative plan as of now. But you can't just throw it in like you said, because they take about 4.5, 5 years to produce a fruit.
Oh, wow.
Produce a profit. So it's 4.5 years that you don't have income
Sure.
coming in. So we're doing it probably in about 100-acre plots at a time, allowing us to still farm and do cantaloupe and cotton and wheat on the side. And it'll probably be a 10 to 15-year process, but I'm super excited about it.
pretty
So
cool.
stay close to my roots and stay grounded there, and help my parents and my family out as well. And that's the coolest part.
So I'll be looking for some pistachios with
Of
a ribbon
course.
on it,
Yeah.
and a thank you for inviting you to the studio.
we
in
haven't-
10 years?
in 10
12
years,
years?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we'll produce a profit or a fruit in 4 to 5 years. So,
Hey Siri, can you set a timer for 10 years?
and we haven't thought of any of the naming of our product yet, but I'm thinking
okay.
Josh is nuts.
Got it.
So I'll give you some there.
You are nuts, bud. You are nuts. I see what you did there, and your popsicle stick jokes are going to have to stop. Okay?
It's listen, I just keep throwing them out. You're gonna laugh at a couple of them.
One of them will stick.
Yeah.
One of them will stick.
Kyle,
okay.
and Sam always make fun of me for it, but I just keep throwing them out there. Someone's gonna laugh.
So you go from a population of 6,000 people, then you go to JUCO, right?
We're
And-
doing about 15,000 there.
okay, so you're moving up.
Moving up,
And then double that to Laramie, Wyoming.
Laradice.
Laradice. That's a play on paradise,
It's-
right?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Let me check with
Yes,
the
it
producer.
is.
Are we good? Are we good? Paradise? Laradice? Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That would be it. But no, we call it Laradice, and it's a great
Cold,
spot.
it's windy, high elevation.
So the day I signed my letter of intent,
Oh dear.
it was negative 33 degrees with a wind chill of negative 53. It was the second coldest city in the world to only a place in Russia.
Oh, I thought
And
you were going
I'm-
to say Buffalo.
No, I'm sitting here like, holy crap! I'm in Fresno and it's 110 degrees
Yeah,
outside.
right.
I'm like, this is gonna take some getting used to. So, but I got there and it wasn't too bad. I think the coldest game I played in was the Mountain West Championship game. It was 6 degrees at kickoff.
Whew.
But once it gets like below 4 degrees, you don't really feel the difference.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay.
It's just freaking.
What about, do you wear like any kind of wetsuit top or anything? Do you go, I mean, the guys at the Jets, when I was there, just because I'm a SoCal guy, like.
Legit wore wetsuits, yeah.
So we're wetsuits. We were Ugg fur in the helmet.
I've never heard of that.
Cut out the Ugg fur.
Soft.
Oh, it was awesome.
I'm not like I just.
They put my helmet in like almost like a microwave in between series. It was
Yeah.
like a heater box.
Yep.
Did you do that?
Right on top, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
That feels good.
See, this is stuff people don't know that
Yeah.
quarterbacks get.
And then
did
you
they
got
do that
the
at
heat
Wyoming?
coming from your
Yeah, the
your
heat
feet
and the
and you're
things.
just
Yeah.
in your little parka.
The cleats are melting.
Oh my god! But there's like when I play, like nothing really gets cold. My hands don't get too cold. Like
Yeah.
you put them in a hand warmer. But my toes, I don't know
Yeah.
why I have poor circulation in my feet because even when I sleep,
should
like
see
my
somebody. You should
my
see a
toes are just
podiatrist.
cold. Just cold, and I hate sleeping with socks on, so I can't do that. But oh man, during the games, if I got little chunks of ice down in my feet, like it just feels bad. It just doesn't work, and I get stepped on by my linemen all the time. It's just
Your fault or
painful.
their fault?
It's my fault.
Mutual.
Has to be my fault, right?
Okay.
I'm not
that's
getting
fair.
out. I'm not getting under
That's
center
fair.
out of center fast enough. So
There you go.
Mitch Morse, I love you,
Okay, so
Mitch.
then you're at Wyoming. You're a wild cowboy, and some of your
Vaquero.
favorite vaquero. Muy bien, muy bien. That's Fresno, baby. What about? Have you signed anything weird for somebody? Body parts.
I mean, a couple foreheads. Nothing crazy. There is something cool though. I will admit, I've got a buffalo wing named after me.
What?
And so there's
in Buffalo.
In Wyoming.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So this was destiny.
So okay, I'm a big wing fan, like huge, like
not just because of the
no,
Buffalo
no, no.
Bills.
This is like growing up.
Way back. Okay.
Yeah. Grew up on Applebee's wings.
Wow.
Which are very underrated.
Plug.
I'm not an Applebee's guy.
What's
but
Applebee's
They're
slogan?
mild. They're like mild hot sauce is just fantastic in my opinion. I don't know why. I just grew up. We went to Applebee's a lot, and they were fantastic.
What's Applebee's slogan? Do you know?
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Wow.
Come on
nice
now.
work. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Call me out my bluff or something?
Trying.
Shoot.
Okay.
But anyways, going back to so there's a spot called Double Dubs, and it's a wing truck.
Okay.
It's like army green. And it's like a legit double decker. You can go in and eat in this double decker bus, and like it's a wing. It is super cool. I formed a relationship with the guy that runs it, and I get to I get to Buffalo, and his name is Drew the Wing King. Reached out to me.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted me to come to the Wing
The Wing
Festival.
Bowl, yeah.
So I get a call also from Double Dubs, and they're like, "Hey, do you think you can help us get into this?" And I called the Wing King, and I go, "Hey, like I'm gonna vouch for these guys. Like I want them to come here, and like their wings are awesome. Like you have to trust me. Like I'm a big wing guy." So they get invited. They come. They win.
Was that contingent on their invite? You going was contingent on.
Basically, but
Wow.
I
so
showed
you
up.
get the invite from the Wing King, and
Yeah.
you come in with stipulations.
Yeah.
Loyalty.
Okay.
Loyalty.
Hey,
I got to show my guys what's up.
that's
So
great.
I bring double dubs, spicy blue wings.
Oh boy.
It's like the sauce, and like they eventually name it after me. But they come and they win all these awards because of the spicy blue.
Really?
And their hot sauce, and it's just like,
Dude, do they come down this far south? Will they come down here?
no, probably not.
They could make like a dodgeball story about that.
It's no.
That'd be a great
yeah.
movie.
It'd be, yeah.
It's kind of like
That's very
Turbo
true.
going all the way to Indianapolis.
I never watched Turbo. It's the
Ever seen
snail
Turbo?
movie?
Yeah.
Like
My kid
Escargot,
loves
though.
it. Oh, my kid loves that movie. Okay, so then you're the Wing champion. We get it. You're in Buffalo.
Love wings. It was meant to be. It was a match made in
It
heaven.
really was. That I never would have known that. I know I read a tidbit and heard from Scotty that Carson Wentz's coach went to Wyoming.
Coach Bowl. Mhm.
Did you watch a bunch of Carson at all? Did you get the comparison coming out of a small school, big body guy kind of thing? Or
So when I got to Wyoming, Carson had just gotten to North Dakota State, or was just about to play.
oh, he hadn't played yet.
So
he hadn't become
really hadn't
Carson
become
yet.
the Carson Wentz until my first year at Wyoming. Then he goes crazy and becomes the second overall pick. But we watched film of a guy named Brock Jones, I believe was his last name. Played in
Okay.
the CFL, and we called him Big Balls Brock. Like the throws that he would make and attempt, I know it was at Indy SU, but dude had no fear.
Really?
Threw it everywhere, had a big arm. Super fun to watch on film. We'd see a couple clips of Carson here or there, but our coaching staff's like, just wait till this guy gets playing. Like talking about Carson. So,
Okay. So he knew.
They
Okay.
knew about him. They weren't there really when
But it
he
hadn't
played.
quite
They
happened.
recruited him and kind of along the process before he started. But they had Brock, who they reeled off a couple national championships in a row, and obviously you're not gonna change the guy that's winning natties. So Carson went in there and did his thing, and
No doubt.
I've been able to talk to Carson a few times, and he's a great dude.
Pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
Down to earth guy.
Super down to earth.
I mean,
yeah.
especially you get these small town guys. They seem like the nicest people in the world, other
Yeah,
than
and then
you.
you got you,
Of course.
you know.
Yeah, I'm just a total prick. But then you're getting ready for the NFL. Did you give any thought to any other sports? Maybe not basketball. I know you're a decent hooper, but baseball. I mean, you're
Yeah.
throwing 90 miles an hour. Did that ever enter your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I had some JUCOs wanting me to go there and play, and I was contemplating playing at Reedley, but baseball just didn't do it for me.
Were you pissed at Fresno? A little
Hell
pissed at
yeah,
Fresno
I'm
State?
still pissed at Fresno State.
Dude,
I'll
you're a
never
Valley
forgive
guy.
them. Never forgive them.
Did you go to their camps and stuff growing up?
Went to a couple of their camps, but I mean, my
David
parents
Carr,
were season
like-
ticket holders. Yeah, I love David Carr. You had Paul Pinniger. You had Ryan
Pinniger,
Colburn.
yeah, played against
Oh,
Liner. in
Pinniger
that.
was
Did you
literally-
go to that game? You didn't go to the
I was
Coliseum.
not, but I watched it.
Dude.
I watched every second of it.
That was my freshman year.
Pinniger used to
Unbelievable.
be in a stance.
Lower than this chair.
And his butt's damn near touching the ground, and it's just like, I don't
That's
understand
funny.
it, but I vividly remember that. And I think he was wearing number 13. I had a number 13 jersey, and
But you got to play against them.
yeah. No, I didn't actually. I was hurt that game.
Oh,
Sprained
wow.
my AC.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was senior night, and it would have been glorious to go.
And that
out
was the
beat
only
'em.
time you would have
Lost
played
by
against them?
7. Yeah, it was the only chance I had. Because I only really played 2 years there, and they're on the west side. We're in the mountain side,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
every 2 years you switch.
Okay, yeah.
So
But
that one bugs me. And we lost by 6 or 7 points, and it's just like, man,
the
in my
only
mind, it
regret
would've
of your
been
college
different.
career, maybe?
I mean, I don't really regret because I couldn't have changed.
Yeah, it's not your
anything.
fault,
It's
but
like-
just like, if you
yeah,
could
that's,
change
that's
one thing.
the one thing. If I could go back, that's the one game.
If
I
you
would
could go back,
yeah.
would you rather play in that game or get offered by a big school?
play in that game,
Really?
100%.
Even Ohio State, Texas, Notre
Okay.
Dame.
If I can go back,
SC.
I wouldn't change anything except
Really?
that game. Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
One, I loved Wyoming, the coaching staff there. I Zoom called them today and talked with their incoming freshmen, and
That's great.
the friends that I made, like my best friends, were teammates at Wyoming. And 2, it got me to where I am now.
Where
So,
you want to be.
Yeah.
And you knew you wanted to go to the NFL.
Knew it. Yeah. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do.
Wow. Other than this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
You're doing your draft prep. Who else did you interview? You're with CAA, correct?
Yes.
With France? No.
No, I'm Patrick
Condon.
Collins and Tom Condon's like my main guy, but Patrick's like my everyday.
Okay.
Awesome
And
dudes.
how many other agencies did you interview? Because I don't think that people understand how this process really works.
Yeah, so I interviewed with Rep 1, and that's really the only other big-time one. I was talking to a guy out of Denver. So I almost came out the previous year.
Right, early. I remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm like contemplating it, and I'm talking to this guy. He's like, I think you got a shot. Then all of a sudden, New Year's comes, and Matt Miller mocks me at number 2 or 3 overall. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Like, things are real. So I spent like, and again, that was like January 1st, and January 13th or 14th was like the cutoff date where you had to either declare or come back to school. So that 2-week process was trying to interview people, trying to find financial advisors, quarterback coaches, and like at that time, like it wouldn't have worked out. And I'm super glad that I went back to Wyoming and was able to kind of fill out that process. Actually, I still had one more year left.
Excuse me, your second to last year. Yeah. But it gave you more time to just
process it, understand what's going to happen. It kind of acclimated me to a little more media. Yeah. Because there's more people coming around.
More buzz.
Wyoming. A little more buzz.
That's interesting because you usually only get one shot. Like I left early and I got one shot to do that. You interview the agents, the financial advisors, like you're saying, but you got a chance to do that quickly in a 2-year or 2-week period.
Get a little taste of it, yep.
And then, okay, back to college football. But I know what's coming in, 12 months.
Yeah.
That's a little unique. I don't know if I've talked to anybody that's done that. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And it allowed me peace of mind the next year. Because, like, I kind of had my mind made up what I was going to do if I did go out and was like, this is the person I was going to do it with. And, like, that was it. Like, I just didn't have to worry about that process when I got there. Fortunate enough, me going back to school landed me going to a quarterback summit with Jordan and Sam.
So you hadn't met Jordan yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't have trained with Jordan?
I would not have trained with Jordan.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Then you wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't be living here.
So I'm glad you went back.
Yeah, exactly. So it all happens for a reason. And, I'm fortunate enough to kind of be doing what I'm doing now.
Oh, that's really interesting. So you hadn't interviewed with Jordan. How many total quarterback guys? You don't have to name them all, but how many total did you interview?
I really didn't even interview guys. I threw with Jordan at the quarterback summit, and I was like, this guy's really cool. I like throwing with him.
Great dude.
He's awesome,
he's sharp.
Great dude. He's super sharp. He
connects with people. Yeah.
And then we're in the summer, and him and a guy by the name of Ryan Flaherty, who works with Nike, he's a big-time trainer. They come out to Wyoming. We have what's called Frontier Days in Cheyenne. It's like the biggest outdoor rodeo in the country. It's Jason Aldean's playing.
Whoa.
Like every night. I mean, it's like a 6 or 7 day celebration. It's like
that's cool.
The biggest rodeo. It's pretty awesome. They came and we went to Jason Aldean, and we had some fun. Like they kind of sat down. They're like, this is what we're gonna do. And I was like, I don't even need to hear this. Like,
I'm in. I'll see you there. Let me know when to be
Basically,
there. That's
exactly.
Really cool.
So.
And you don't regret it at all?
No, not at all. So I had that taken care of. I had my agent taken care of. I had basically the marketing guys taken care of, like before I declared. Yeah. And I was like, I don't have to worry about that. Like, I'm just going to play football now.
That's great. Yeah. Gives you peace of mind. You're ready to play. And then with Sam and Kyle, explain that dynamic. I'd like to throw up a picture of us here in a second, but talk to me about your draft prep with those guys because, oh gosh, look at that. Look at the guy to your right. Not 2 over. That guy's a clown. Just 1 over to your right.
The guy 2 over is a little cooler than the guy on the exact
to
right.
To your right, he's like...
He's a monster.
That's huge. A big guy.
Yeah. Did I really look like that?
Great calf muscles.
I know you probably think because of the beard, I'm pretty hairy.
Yeah. So these like are your dudes. There's guys there from Super Coffee. Obviously, Nate Raby, far left. Whatever. Then Stud next to you. But Kyle and Sam and Jordan, I mean, those are your guys.
The boys.
That's like
Dana Point posers right there. That's our little name. That's what we called ourselves.
Like
our legit
posers.
Our text threads, our Instagram threads are all like it's posers. I love that. No, it's a good group to be part of. Like we go out and we throw, and it's friendly competition. But we talk everything. Talk life, talk ball. I consider them to be, 2 of my best friends, and I think they'd say the same about me. At least I'd hope so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Sam.
I'm not going to play you back what they said on the podcast, but just as far as you know, they love you.
Yeah.
No, but for real, you guys,
they're awesome.
It looks like the chemistry is there. It looks like here's the tricky part, right? Things get so familiar that somebody can't coach you anymore. That happens a lot. They become your buddy, and it's hard to tell that person to have a difficult conversation. Hey man, whether it's your body language or your footwork or whatever, your eyes, your throwing motion, something's off. And I mean, I saw it the other day on the beach. Jordan's still coaching you on little things like, what are you working on? What are you watching? What did you feel? How did this feel? How did it look? Whatever. And the other guys are giving you feedback too. Hey, the ball was here. The ball was there. Not just hit him in the chest. You know, I feel like that's the crappiest advice from a quarterback coach, right? Like,
correct,
just don't throw it at his feet. Like,
throw
all
it
right,
better.
Throw it better. Thanks. You know? So it was nice to be able to see that. And I assumed that from the outside, but to see it in person was really fun. And it is competitive. You know, when we were throwing on the beach and there's that like river coming out into the ocean, as soon as somebody threw it in the river, I mean, everybody's on you, you know, like if you miss, guys are on you. Like, hey bro, what are you doing? Like there's a standard, there's a bar, and you have to meet that every day. And so I really appreciate what you guys are doing. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. It's fun to be part of it too.
And it's nice to let old guys in too. And, you know, relive the glory days and just, oh my God, this is hard. But I want to read off some stats to you that if I told you this back in Fireball when you're 10 years old, going into your third year, did you realize you have 8 game-winning drives already? That ties you for 4th since you've entered the league, and you didn't play a full game your first game, but with Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, and Drew Brees. Did you know that? You had no idea. That is pretty awesome.
That's pretty
8
good.
game-winning drives? I didn't have one till my second year in the league.
Really?
Not one. Not even in college. That's pretty awesome. So, but see, that's the kind of response that I love so much about this kid. Okay, you're the 10th rated passer on 3rd and long with a 92 quarterback rating. You know how hard that is? To convert third downs in the NFL, these were awesome stats that I love that will just, you put them on your mirror, put them in wherever you want. But to convert a 3rd and short, 62% or whatever. Okay, so here's your 3rd and long, 25.2% conversion. That's actually like
very good. Yeah.
Really good.
That's really good.
To convert 3rd and longs is like,
so I kind of, in my mind, I just kind of thought about, like I said, I always throw these little token jokes out. I just keep throwing it deep. 3rd and long. Just keep throwing it. Just keep throwing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Cut it loose, baby.
But
fire that pigskin.
hopefully we'll this next year learning and progressing, we won't have as many 3rd and longs. So.
Of course. And when you get into it, just understanding that situation, like the cards are stacked against me. The one thing I know I'm not going to do, and this is easy sitting in this position, having lived a lot of these 3rd and longs and done the wrong thing, like just dump it to Knox.
Yeah.
Because he ain't that bad. Singletary might make 3 dudes miss. Plus, you just got Zach Moss, plus Yeldon. I mean, these guys can make guys miss and make you look good. And now it's, oh my God, this drive's still alive.
Yeah.
And we were just 3rd and 15. Like those kind of things, I think you make that jump this next year.
Yeah.
But you had 9 rushing touchdowns last year. That led all quarterbacks, even the Lamar Jacksons of the world. Did you know that?
I did know that one because I saw.
That one I actually have a tattoo of.
No, I saw Saquon retweet something. It was like, we have like the same amount of rushing touchdowns in the last 2 years. Some crazy stat like that.
You have like 17. Yeah, 17 in the last 2 years.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. With Saquon, he's an average athlete.
He's whatever.
Do you know him at all?
No, he's maybe the best guy I've ever met.
He's so cool.
He's awesome.
I hung out with him
down to
at
earth.
Super Bowl. He's great.
He works extremely hard,
Yeah.
and but he knows also how to not just be football. He knows how to just talk to you.
He can get away.
He talks about life. Like going back to kind of the draft stuff, I was going through a hard time on draft day, and he comes up to me. He just gave me a huge hug. And he's like, "Bro, like
Saquon was there on draft day, and he was cool to you.
Great dude. Yeah. He's awesome, and we've spent some time together. He trained out here for a little bit with Flaherty, and Flaherty likes him more than he likes us because Flaherty's always with him, and Flaherty won't return our calls. So, Ryan, if you're listening, please call me. Just call me back. Send me a text. You know, I miss you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Freaking Ryan.
What quarterback would you compare your game with?
I like to emulate kind of a mixture between Brett Favre and Aaron.
Yeah.
The way that, I know that's high praise, but like in my mind, that's who I try to exemplify. One, Brett, the passion, the energy, the excitement that he had for the game. the ways that he found to make the game still exciting for him, even after so many years. And I've been fortunate enough to talk with Brett a few different times. Just the most awesome dude you can talk to, and the love that he had for the game, how tough he was. You know, he never missed a game. He never wanted to miss a game.
He's impressive.
He's unbelievable. Just chuck the ball, and I try to take some of the stuff, and I'm trying to lure away from some of the stuff that he did, just as far as like
there's a
some of the hits, throwing
thing.
the gunslinger mentality, and that'll get you in trouble sometimes. And then with Rodgers, just the way that he can get the ball out in any different platform, off platform, he's unbelievable with it. His quick release, putting the ball where only his receiver can get it, and he's, arguably one of the best to ever do it too.
No doubt.
And especially physically, he's up there with anybody. Those two guys are something that I try to emulate.
I love that. I see you body-wise as like Carson Palmer, and athleticism too, but maybe even a little more speed. It's crazy to see you run and outrun dudes to the edge. I just cringe every time. So you got to promise me one thing: just don't take as many hits this year. Just a couple less.
Yes.
A couple.
Yes.
But I feel like you're the kind of guy who likes. Every quarterback likes to like.
I need a hit to get me going.
To get into the game. So explain what that means. For me, it was like I'd love just an easy little completion. Then I got to get knocked down. I'd rather not have my head taken off and knocked down, but just get down and get up and like, okay, now I'm in the game. Now it's really happening.
So I hate quick passes to start the game.
You'd rather just
because like I'm so tense, like I'm juiced up. Like,
but you'd rather going off the bench and just chuck up a 3-pointer.
Yeah. Because like if like
I'm good with the breakaway layup, you know,
like
just
I know
an
like
easy.
I'm trying to be relaxed. I'm trying like my mind's moving 1,000 miles a second. I'm just like. I get the ball and like I'm just holding on to the ball tight, and it's just like it's not gonna come out great. So I told Coach Dale, I'm like, give me like a little QB sweep or something. Let me get hit once. Give me an RPO. Give me something that I feel like I can take something. Okay. And once
Let's
I take
keep the sweeps, not like up the middle, so you can go like on a little guy, like on a little pencil neck DB, just kind of boom. I like your body type against those guys, but you slamming up in there with all these big dudes. That's not.
I don't know.
It's not a good life choice.
You got a clip to pull up.
Which one?
Let's pull up the sneak. Let's pull this up.
Okay.
I was saving this for later, but this is a perfect time. This quarterback sneak, it wasn't a quarterback sneak. So the 3rd and 1.
Yeah. 3rd and 1 was quarterback
sneak. Pause it real quick. So the 3rd and 1 quarterback sneak doesn't work. And with a big body like you, I was completely surprised. So I remember watching this on TV.
That was my only one all year I didn't get, by the way.
Dang. Do you go, give me your quarterback sneak mechanics. Have you seen Brady do it?
He drops his right foot back basically
Pressure
as far as he can.
step first.
When he snaps the ball. Like right before he snaps the ball, that foot is right here starting to drive.
I love it.
And he's going forward as the ball is getting snapped.
Smart. I love it. I love that you know that.
We've watched a lot of it, and I think it's a great thing to have, and you can utilize it well.
So then
they know it's coming too.
And you go 3rd and 1.
But this is not a quarterback sneak.
Right. So you go 3rd and 1.
So it's an outside
miss the
zone.
sneak. 4th and 1. Boom. Hurry up to the line. Call your play. Boom. We're going outside zone.
Yeah. So we're
it's
going
blocked up.
It is. Devin's on the safety. He's going to make the safety miss. He's going to walk in for a touchdown. You see the safety walking off the field right now. He thinks it's 4th down, or he thinks it's their ball. So ball's on the floor, and I'm like, shoot, I was supposed to get it to Devin. I see it. Our left guard is on the ground. Our center is basically on the ground. It's in between their feet. I'm picking it up.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You took an absolute shot from Sean Lee. Look at this.
Just a nice ear
Where's the
hole
ball?
right
Where's
there.
the ball? Got it. Boom from Sean Lee, rearranging your jaw.
Fernando
and
Garcia,
neck.
baby. Fireball Pizza Factory.
That said that.
Yeah. That's my guy.
How do you know him?
He runs
Everybody
the
knows
Pizza
everybody.
Factory in Fireball.
That's
one of 2.
That's crazy.
We got a new one, by the way.
think-
New Pizza Factory.
Look out,
I swear to
folks.
God, so small town stuff. There's Pizza Factory here. Right across the street used to be a Chinese restaurant, but now it's a Pizza Factory.
Nice. Pizza Factory, Pizza Factory.
But it's not the same Pizza Factory. It's Rosales Brothers. It's like, but they're like right next to each other. It doesn't make
So
a
it's
lot of
like
sense.
rival.
But it's big, yeah.
Okay.
Gang territory, baby.
Who
Pizza
is this?
gang.
What's this? Is this your move now that Brady's out of the AFC East? Is this the Josh Allen?
I was just pumped up, man.
Okay. I'm just
And
asking.
that's my guy, John Feliciano. He is the best.
He can't believe it. Boom. Ball's on the carpet. Oh, God. Picks it up, takes the hit.
Panic mode,
and you just throw him around like a rag doll. That's Byron Jones.
My favorite part of this is if you go back to right when I get on the ground, Devin Singletary comes in. He protects his boy.
So then let's talk about some of these hits you've taken and how you promised on this show that you would take a couple less. But
I haven't taken that many, have I, Mark?
I mean,
have I taken that many hits?
He's cross-eyed looking at me. It's that kind of energy, it's that kind of excitement in games like that put you over the top, that get your motor going. Then you look at what you guys have done in the offseason. Yeah. I mean, you get the kid, another running back, right? Singletary's your guy. You have TJ Yeldon on the roster. Frank Gore leaves, but you bring in Zach Moss from Utah, who's a stud. A lot of mileage, but he's good for, the next 5-something years as more of a power north-south guy. Then receiver-wise, just with Beasley and John Brown, your completion percentage went up 6%. Just with those guys. Now you add Stefon Diggs, who you've thrown with already. Is Bills Mafia stoked about that or what? That was a plug for Bills Mafia. Or is everybody jazzed up? Okay, good. Top to bottom, this roster might be the best in the AFC East? Talent-wise?
I think so.
Right?
I think so. Yeah. But, I think you have to look a little deeper. I think our locker room, like the guys how we gel with each other, I don't think it's matched anywhere in the league. Because in Buffalo, there's not a whole lot to do. You don't have the bright lights in the big city like being in Miami or being in New York or being in whatever it is. Guys all live 5-10 minutes away from the facility, and we all hang out with each other off
a little bit
field.
of a college feel.
Exactly what it is. And we care about each other more than I think most people realize. And it's a great locker room to be in and to be a part of that. And we've got some of the most amazing guys that keep us together and vets that I've kind of clung to and followed in their footsteps. And
who do you love the most? Not love the most, but who do you...
Lee Smith.
Okay.
He's tight end. He's an old guy, and John Feliciano calls him a glorified right tackle. But he is this just big, burly, hairy guy. He is just strong-willed, but he's also a teddy bear. He loves on you when he needs to love on you, but he's also hard on you when he needs to be hard on you. And he's not going to let anybody slide. Doesn't matter who you are. He's going to call me out on my stuff. The same that he's going to call his rookie tight end that he's going to call out on stuff. So he's not afraid to go talk to coach and say, listen, this is what's going on right now. This is the field locker room. And I've been learning a lot from a guy like Lee Smith.
That's good.
Even bringing a guy in my rookie year, Derek Anderson, who was awesome for me.
One of the best, huh?
I still talk to him. I called him the other day just to FaceTime him and show him the golf course. And he's still just one of the coolest dudes that you can be around. So
that's great.
I applaud our front office for bringing in the guys that we have brought in. And then
talking about bees. A rap battle, you or bees?
No, bees. I can't rap. I can't rap for anything. I can't rap to save my life. But he's actually very impressive.
He's really good.
Very impressive.
Did you download his album? Don't lie.
I got some of the new stuff that he hasn't even came out with yet.
Whoa. New shit.
I can't play it. I love you, Bees. Bees and John came last year. Bees was hurt during training camp. He had a little ab deal. But, OTAs. But John Brown, when he came in, the work ethic that this guy showed, how fast and how hard he ran his routes each and every day in practice was like, this is different. I didn't have this last year.
And put everybody on notice.
Put everybody on notice.
Love
and then when Bees came in, he was the exact same way. How talkative they were, the amount of film that we all watched together, certain choice routes, option routes, comebacks, like just talking about, the depths and where they should be. It kind of blew my mind how much they wanted it. And I'll tell you one thing about John Brown. One, he had over 1,000 yards receiving last year, but I overthrew him in the Giants game. And we're winning 28-14. And I sit down, I'm pissed off at myself.
Yeah, of course.
God, I owe you one. He goes, Josh, look at the scoreboard. He goes, I don't care. We're winning the game. That's all I care about.
That's great.
And, in our second game together, for him to say something like that to me, and I'm like, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
He is all about the team. I don't have to worry about him. But it made me want to throw him the ball more.
Yeah.
Just knowing that he does, he just wants to help the team out. And
that's great.
So he's
Bees
awesome.
the same way.
And Bees is the same exact way.
Those are two great guys for Stefon Diggs to come in and be a stud with. And you've thrown with them.
Yeah. I mean,
sick, right? I mean,
he's
everybody
unbelievable.
knows physically.
Yeah. Physically, I mean, he's different than most guys. I mean, his hips, how he gets in and out of breaks, his catch radius, his adjustment to the ball in the air is.
God, you sound like
awesome.
a commentator for the draft. Are you going to go into TV after this?
I hope not.
Maybe. Better face for radio, but TV
Yeah.
could be pistachios. We
yeah.
got pistachio.
And that's you know, hopefully I can play along.
Oh, buddy, you're playing for the next 15 years. What about this tight end we were talking about?
Dawson,
Ole Miss. What a stud. He was at the physical therapy
Stud.
place that I've gone to a bunch here in Orange County.
At the
Pro
Mark?
Sport. He does Modus now, but he went to Pro Sport a bunch for training because he's
Shout
with
out
Rep
Modus,
1.
that's the plug.
Isn't
he is Rep 1.
Rep 1. So a lot of those guys train at Pro Sport. But what a great kid. Immediately when I met him
He's awesome.
In the physical therapy place, he was just like, hey, man, what about this? What about that? It's just started asking questions and curious and eager to
bright,
learn and hungry.
Innocent dude. He's smart as shit. Cool to be around. He just wants to hang around you guys, and I love him. Like he calls me all the time, and he wants to come out to California and throw some more. And you know we're gonna get him out here. But
that's great.
Literally, he just wants to learn. He just wants to
ball.
play.
He wants to learn.
ball.
I like that. You think what do you think? I think easily top 10 next year. In tight ends,
and
for
he's only gonna get better. And the sky's the limit from like physically. He's gonna
He's a freak.
outrun every linebacker that tries to cover him, and he's gonna outman any DB that tries to cover him,
Yeah.
any safety. So, he's gonna be a matchup nightmare here in the next years to come. I mean, because just the things that he can do physically is just not many people can do it.
Yeah, and when you get into these, you guys are on this trajectory, right? This upward trajectory, and now it's becoming more of an ensemble cast. So when that happens, which I've lived through, there's only one ball to go around, and you got to deliver it. So just keeping those guys, making sure everybody understands that some days as a pass catcher or receiver, some days it's a shot glass and some days it's a rain barrel. But if they can keep the John Brown attitude of, hey man, as long as we win, the numbers will come.
Yep.
The stats will come. That's going to be tricky for any one of those teams, right? They experience success and then everybody wants their own shot. You know, a boy band. If somebody wants to go solo and start their own deal, right? Like that's the way people mature and grow and break off from the team. So, but I think with a coach like yours, with Coach McDermott and Dayball and the unit they have there, you're hitting these rungs on the ladder, right? You're hitting the right stepping stones, jumping over the proper hurdles. Like last year, the playoff experience.
Yep.
It was just the first time, right? For everybody, it felt like maybe the stage was a little big, but now you know.
Yeah, and
right?
it was there for the taking.
No doubt.
A couple plays that I wish I had back in that
We're
game.
talking a handful of plays, like it is every game, right? There's a handful of plays that decide it, but you guys are right there.
Yeah.
And it becomes now, okay, we know what the playoffs are like. Good, we checked that box. Now it's, can we beat New England at least once, right? At home, we got to beat New England this year. I feel like that's kind of the vibe. And after that, you guys can run the table in the AFC East, and it's on, bro. And you'll be sitting back, maybe not thinking about this interview, but your rookie year, your second year, and now you're like, oh my God, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We go to the playoffs. We're the Buffalo Bills, and we are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Well, we got to take it one step at a time.
That's right.
Don't put the cart in front of the horse. But
That's right.
learning one major thing from that playoff game was how important it is to have a home playoff game.
Yep.
How important it is to win the division. The crowd, like especially in Buffalo, we're going to be used to the cold, and it's going to be cold in January when we play in it.
Huge advantage.
The fans are going to be so crazy, and it's going to be such a great atmosphere. But we got to get there first. And
wait till you get a
understand that.
dome team or a warm weather team
coming into the
Oh
cold.
my God. First, second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Once you corner the market, run the table, whatever you want to call it, as soon as the playoffs run through Buffalo, bro,
Yeah.
people can't touch you. Look at all the teams that went to the Super Bowl all those years in a row with Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
That's where you guys are heading. And so I'm stoked for you. It gets cold in Buffalo,
Gets cold in Buffalo, okay.
and I know you like to wear shorts, but you don't wear shorts often. Can we talk about Chris Sims and what he said about your legs?
Oh, he likes my butt, huh? Yeah.
He's definitely got an impressive lower half. Debatable. You know,
I'm
with
cheeked
me,
up. I'm cheeked up.
the
You can't lie.
legs and ass I mean, come on. Look at his thighs right there. Those are some thighs. Okay.
I trust him. Smart man. Oh no.
Come on. Tell me.
So I was the ugliest looking girl.
Really?
Oh, I was
You
bad.
think so?
100%.
So are these real female faces that are like close to
It's
them,
my
or
face,
they like blend?
It's my body.
I think you look most like business oriented, like a silver CEO.
I do look like a CEO. That's a compliment. But
That's like a,
I'm
is
not
she
very-
hot? I don't know. She's very professional.
I'm not
like,
very-
what
not
kind of
very pretty.
response is that?
I'm not very pretty.
Who was the hottest? Say
Don't
it.
make me say that.
Say it.
Tom's pretty.
Matt's tough looking.
Okay. You don't have to comment unless you want to comment.
I'm not gonna. No, someone's gonna take it and clickbait me. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Smart man. Smart man.
Hottest girl.
Haskins tweeted, he goes, "Why I look like someone's auntie." He said,
He
"Get
kind
out
of
of
does.
What's
Daniel.
Daniel Jones.
Dan Jones pretty hot.
Oh my god. I don't even know where to go with this.
That does not look like Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of he lucked out.
Nice little tickle.
That's
Mitchell?
pretty funny. Garoppolo, look out.
Well, Garoppolo's good looking as a guy, so he's a good looking dude, man.
He's a good looking dude.
Track record speaks for itself. Huh?
Why did they play
What happened to your boy Sam here?
He kind of looks like old school Rihanna. Kind of. He's got that vibe. Kind of got that vibe. No,
Is that Tua?
that is Tua. That looks like a real girl.
She just took someone else's picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
That looks like the, like high school athlete of the week or
Yeah.
something in the paper.
It's most likely to go pro in the yearbook.
Most athletic.
Yeah.
Senior superlative. Oh man. Okay, talk to
Ooh.
me about Bill's Mafia. Let's watch these videos and then we're all
So
done.
just for the record, I do not condone any of this table smashing or these videos. I'm legally obligated to say that. But it's
Oh, it was
freaking
on
awesome.
fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta get some RV ones.
Oh, wow. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this was going on
This is
outside when we
real.
were playing.
Come play out?
Every week.
There's an RV look.
Here it comes. Off the
Oh
RV.
my god.
So the idea is just smash a table.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't understand how many. When I sign autographs, like do autograph signings,
You sign tables?
how many insignias I have to say, let's smash some tables.
You write let's
Let's
smash,
smash some tables.
and then Josh Allen, number
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody wants to let's smash some tables, though. I love it.
And so the team's like, hey, you can't
We can't condone this because this is technically illegal now.
they can't do this anymore?
They're not allowed
Why?
because it's
Because of COVID
Because of
or because of
violence. Violence
guy-
and people hurting themselves. I don't know.
Oh!
Like
This is
there's-
like old school
So
WWF.
go to type in Bill's Mafia Tennessee. Of course, it's the first one.
Oh dear.
It's so bad. Robert and Nancy was such a bad idea. Why'd you let us do it?
Oh no. Oh.
Slow fall after.
He's out cold.
Oh, is he okay?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Just quick little dirt nap.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Missed it by that much.
This guy's crazy. Every week.
Who is that guy?
It's Pinto Ron.
Oh no, not a why
yeah.
a gal.
Oh my. Crowd goes for round two. Oh my god. That poor girl.
Somebody's daughter.
Oh dear. That's somebody's table.
Yeah.
Your social, Josh Allen QB,
Yep.
blue check. Dang. Were you stoked about the blue check? When did you get a blue check?
I got it in college. So when I was kind of when I
Dang,
was
dude.
talking to the agents one of them was like,
Facebook
"Oh, you're
started
not-
when I was in college.
You're not verified on Twitter yet?" And I was like, "No." It's like 2 days
Oh,
later,
wow.
it's verified. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Just fourth and forever. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. We're going to go get a little golf in.
Smash the subscribe button, like, comment, share with your friends. Go Bills.